What's up, everybody? I'm Feather. Welcome to Feathered Libra Tarot. I believe I'm on Libra Tarot. I've been busy this morning. Anyway, what's up? It's time for some spirit guidance for my Libras. If you're here, thank you so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, your donations, love, your requests for reads, for leaving awesome comments. And if you're here during the live, click the chat button down below after giving me a thumbs up. Let's go ahead and jump into this, shall we? Let me make sure everything is good on my end real quick. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right. Spirit guidance. So, if you've been going through some tough times, if you've been dealing with some things, okay, Universe said it is time for some spirit guidance for all of my tribes. So, if you don't know, I have a main channel at Get Feathered here on YouTube. All the links are in the description. I have a channel for twin flames, Leos, and Libras. It doesn't matter where Libra is at in your chart. Let's get you some spirit guidance for my Libras. Thank you so much for helping me grow this tribe so quickly. It's been very exciting for me. Let's do this thing. Do this thing. For my Libras that need the messages most, spiritual guidance. Help them on their path. Help them with their solutions. Clear messages. Interact with, not react to others. Okay. This is actually a great message for anyone. But if you're going through some situations where you're dealing with others, friends, family, fans, whatever, it is definitely a period of time, or the guidance here is for you to allow yourself time to reflect on emotions. If you're dealing with anything emotional, reflect on how you're feeling about things. Reflect on your emotions. Look on your inside before you react to others. Okay? It says interact with them, not react. Okay? So you may be going through some conflict with other people right now in your life. See what's going on inside of you first. Okay? I say inside of you. There's a lot of water here in this card, and underneath the bottom of the deck, it says, see your inner beauty. So you've got some things going on inside of you that you may need to observe right now that may be causing issues within relationships in your life, all kinds of relationships. So we're going to go ahead and keep pulling a little bit more spirit guidance, but for those of you that are going through some turbulence within yourself, be mindful that you need to take a step back and observe what you've got going on inside of you before you reach out and react to others. Because when we're in turbulence in here, it doesn't matter who comes our way. We can snap on them in an instant, can't we? Yes, we can. So be mindful of that. Be mindful of that. Be playful and have fun with each other, instead of reacting because of what we've got going on inside of ourselves. All right, Libras? Okay. If you do have something going on inside of you on an emotional level, make a note of it. Okay? Pay attention to what you've got going on inside of you. Write it down. Work it out. Journaling is great to work through our own emotions. If you don't quite understand what you've got going on, grab a notebook. I don't have any with me right now in here, but I have so many composition books. I've got stacks of them. I have them in another room because I'm writing and editing books, but I'm using those books, and I was going to grab one to show you, but there's none here. There's one way over there, but whatever. It's great to journal. It's great to get out and express yourself on paper. If you don't really quite know what's going on inside of you, kind of feeling foggy, you're kind of feeling, I'm not really sure. What's up? Good morning, Joe. Kind of feeling foggy, confused, you don't know what your emotions are trying to tell you, grab a notebook and start journaling. And just begin with, I'm not really sure what I got going on inside of me. I'm not really sure what this feeling is. I'm not really sure why I'm so tangled up inside. And just start writing whatever flows out for you, how you're feeling, what you're feeling, who you're feeling it about, why you're feeling it. Okay? So write it down, journal it. that may assist you, especially in team situations, interactions with other people. Okay, it's going to help you stabilize, or at least figure out or untangle what that mess is, or that conflict is that's going on inside of you. Okay, this will help bring you clarity, especially if you've been going through arguments or disagreements with people. Work it out on paper before you decide to talk to somebody. You don't want to react because you've got all this jumbled up mess going on inside of you. Take time to write it down and kind of figure it out before you start interacting with those people if you can, okay? And sleep on it. The best thing to do when you are going through conflict, or you're going through this emotional, disturbances, you've got this chaos going on inside of you and you're not quite sure what it's about or what it's trying to tell you. Your emotions, when your emotions aren't clear, you're not clear. Either you're not clear on how what you want from someone. You're not clear on why someone behaved a certain way. You've got a lot of conflict and contrast going on here, which causes it here. I'm not really sure what's going on. No, you're confused. The best thing you can do is take a nap or sleep on it. Either way, this is a message for my Libras to take a step back, figure out what's going on internally before you go interacting with others, because in those interactions, you don't want to react, because that can cause more chaos. Okay, it can cause arguments, it can cause disagreements. You want to be able to, when you interact with people, you want to be in a calm place, a stable place. You don't want to have this fury inside of you. And when you feel that fury welling up inside of you, take the step back, sleep on it, and then approach it a different day. Or journal about it, then sleep on it and address it a different day. Okay? Spirit is speaking to you. We'll get some angel messages on this as well. Hey, everybody in the shadows, what's up? Like, share, subscribe. Let's grow this tribe. I love that this tribe is growing so fast. All right, let's see. My Libras that need the messages most. What do they need to know? What are the messages they need to know? The ones that are dealing with these situations. Yeah. Got some fears going on inside of you. Fears can cause some stuff too. Okay. All right. Contentment. You can learn to rest in what you already have and already are. Okay. So this is saying focus on what you've got going on in your life and who you are. Know who you are and how you can benefit others, how you benefit yourself in life. Your own successes, okay? And also pay attention to the things that you already have. This is like the 9 of Pentacles. Knowing what you've got, knowing your successes, knowing that you're content with where you are with what you've gotten, okay? And from there, once you start feeling better about, okay, look at my house, look at my toothbrush, it's the best toothbrush ever. My hairbrush is the most amazing. I have awesome not toothbrushes, hairbrush. I have awesome hairbrushes. I don't know where they came from. Actually, I know where one of them came from, but I just love my hairbrushes. They're amazing. Anyway, y'all just don't understand. Long-haired people understand this. You don't want something that's going to rip out your hair. Nope. Tangle it, rip it, break it. No, I'm just saying. Even the little things in life. You manifested those. You manifested every little thing you have in your life, the people around you, the life you're living, the lifestyle you're living. Accept where you are and appreciate it. This is about appreciation, being content with what you've earned, what you've manifested, what you've succeeded in manifesting in your life. Suddenly, you'll remember, I'm right here resting in the universe. Being content with what you've got, with the people in your life, with what you have going on and what you have going on around you. This is something that, I was brought up in church, and something that they would always say that, especially like children's church and stuff like is, there's other people there. You never know. You never know. You may meet a stranger, or you may meet a beggar on the street, and that could be Jesus, right? You never know where your teachers are or where your lessons are going to come from. That's what I got from that. Stranger danger. Please remember stranger danger. But you never know where your lessons are going to come from. You never know where you're going to be humbled or who is going to humble you. Okay? You never know who your teachers are going to be. But right here in the right now, apparently you're having some issues internally. You're having some emotional conflict, some mental conflict. You're having some chaos going on inside of you. Discharge that energy, right? One of the best things that you can do when you're having issues in life is to redirect your attention to something else. You could get that notebook out and start writing down things that you're happy with in life, things that you're happy you have created, projects you've done, successes. I've finished high school. I know several people that didn't. I finished college. Maybe you did or you didn't. Just whatever things that you are proud of. I got a nice, comfortable sofa. I've got a comfortable, warm bed to sleep in at night. I've got the most incredible pillow to sleep with. Just the little things that most of us take for granted every single day. Redirect your chaotic mind and focus on things that you appreciate, you are thankful for. And they don't have to be big things. They could be little things. I appreciate that I've got a car to drive. I appreciate that I have money for lunch every day. I appreciate that I get to eat every day. I appreciate that I'm comfortable within my own skin. I love how I look, or whatever it is. Start appreciating more and just sit there and make lists of it. Lists, like a page, 2 pages, 5, keep going. List as much as you can and be as detailed as you can about it. Right? Because apparently you need to redirect your energy with that chaos. Okay, when we're going on some trips inside of ourselves that we don't like and it don't feel good, you need to redirect your attention to something else that feels good. Your successes and the comforts that you've created or manifested in your life is a great place to redirect to. Appreciation, because then the universe says, you're in the energy of appreciation, which only takes like 68 seconds to get it going real good. And if you continue that for 5, 10, 20 minutes of writing down things you appreciate, then the universe says, I'll bring you more things to appreciate. You're in the energy of appreciation. You're vibrating appreciation. Okay? So I'm looking at some Libras that haven't really been appreciating their life or people in it or things in it for quite some time. You haven't been content within yourself or within your life or your relationships. Let's redirect and focus on appreciation, okay? Being content. Work. I'm not available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. This is just hey, I'm here, and I am of benefit to not just myself, but my children, my family, my friends, my community, to the universe. You are a universal being. You're here for a purpose, right? And this is just a reminder that you need to remember that you are a divinity. You are a part of Source. Your soul, you are a part of Source, and Source will provide for you. If you are in need of work, or you're just frustrated and you're going through some issues, because let's just face it, life is challenging sometimes. If we're out of work, if we're not making enough money, if we can't pay all of our bills on time or take care of the things that we need to take care of, we get frustrated and we become a chaotic mess inside. Because that's fear, like how, lack mentality, scarcity mentality, and fear play a huge role inside of our heart space, inside of our feelings, and it entangles us too. So you have a lot, just not just relationship issues. This is relationships with your money, with your finances, with your family, with your friends, with your employer, with all of the things, okay? So remember that again, you are provided for by the universe. And the more you focus on being content with what you do have coming in, the bills that you do get paid, the things that you do accomplish, the things that are being handled and taken care of, the ways the universe is providing for you, okay, the more it will. All right. Some of y'all have some things going on, and that's okay. We'll pull some cards as well. Let me clear this up. Y'all got some things going on inside of you, and that's okay. We do. It's all right. It's all right. Let's pull you some cards, see if we can get you a little bit more tarot advice for those of you that are going through the situation or going through a situation. Okay. All right. Fred, give us some clarity from the Libras that are needing it in regards to the situations that we just read about. Emotional chaos, internal chaos. All right. Well, you're ready to speak. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I know you're there. Oh, well. I know it's there. I just can't. I'll find it eventually. There we go. Oh, boy. There it is. It's in regards to investments in your life. Okay. So a lot of my Libras are dissatisfied, emotionally dissatisfied. Some of you may be going through depression. You may be going through the blues. This is definitely not creating an environment of love within yourself, which is self-love, and around you. Okay. This is also a possibility that you are an overgiver. What's up, Ollie? Oli? Hey, how you doing? Hope I said that right. So you may be in the energy right now where you've overgiven to the point of exhaustion, which is understanding. For instance, if you are a tarot reader, a spiritual guide like me, you do kind of what I do, or you're a life coach or a medical professional or anyone of service. Sometimes we can go above and beyond, and we can overgive to the point of exhaustion. And we really need to take our time to sleep, rest it out, because there's really no great way to interact with people when we're overly exhausted, when we're overtired. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, you're getting enough rest, and you're recovering your energy, and you are resting your body so that you can heal and restore your energy each day. Okay. There are some of you that may be going through depression. Okay. Please seek counseling or a therapist, a medical or mental health professional if that is necessary. Okay. If you can't seem to break out of that. All right. And also, depression isn't always sad and crying and in bed. It can be overgiving. It can be overdoing, and it can be exhausting, and it can be the opposite. It can be aggression and things like that. So make sure, if you don't know what's going on inside of here, maybe you need to talk to somebody. Okay. All of these cards are challenges. So your challenge right now is being able to focus on and balance your emotions. The King of Cups is out here. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or you may have it heavily in your chart, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo as well. There is some things that you need to see. Okay. There's some things that you need to see, or some clarity that you are going to be gaining, or you need to get in regards to things that you've been investing in. Okay. This could be, people, work, relationships. It could be anything, whatever you've been investing your time and attention into. Okay. Your investments, that can be your thoughts. All right. What have you been investing so much of your time in? Okay. You need to see this clearly. All right. Communication may be a problem here. Communicating how you feel. Your thoughts may be more of a chaos. Your emotions are a little bit of a chaos because you're kind of stuck right here. And then, and we got the King of Swords out here too, which is you're wanting to speak clearly. You're wanting to come across, maybe you're working on some trust issues here. Trust issues, Some of you may be going through counseling. You may be going through therapy. Some of you may have dealing with a breakup. Some of you may have lost your job. You may be going through like you may be in debt. Some of you may be going through some health issues, and others of you could be a divorce or a breakup here. Okay. But regardless, it is self-love issues and self-respect, self-worth issues that may be deeper work here for some of you. I see that your challenge is communicating your emotions. And for instance, if you lost your job or you got turned down for a promotion, that may cause you a lot of frustration. You may go through a whole wave of feelings like anger, frustration, and then like plummet to the depressive state where you're like, why didn't I get accepted? I've been here for 20 years. Why didn't I get this upgrade? Why didn't I get this promotion? I've been asking for this. I've been pumping out all of my merit raises have been there. Why didn't I get this promotion? You know what I mean? So we go through a gamut of, and then our emotions are confused. We might say snarky things to our employer. Then we might start behaving badly towards the clients. So be mindful of that kind of thing, especially in this energy. And for those of you that are going through a breakup or a divorce or even a loss of a job, you know, take your time to rest and reflect before you interact with people. And again, some of you may need therapy. Counseling and coaching may assist you in helping you get through this time. If you have a loss of a home or a loss of a job, those are really and marriages and relationships. Those are huge stressors in your life, and it can cause us a lot of emotional dissatisfaction. Let's be honest, okay? So your issue is here. Your challenge is being able to communicate properly, to communicate maturely, and to communicate from a place of love. To even stabilize your emotions to where you can be of service to others, whether it be if you are, in a service capacity, maybe you are a therapist or a life coach. If you're exhausted and you're overwhelmed, how are you going to assist others if you're coming from a place of chaos and negativity? You really need to take time to rest, maybe a vacation, maybe break a time away before you go back at full-time work. You know what I mean? But you would know best. So these are some issues here for some of you. Again, some of you are going through a divorce, a separation, and that separation could be from familyship, friendship, and it could be from employmentship. All right. All right. Spirit guidance for those that are dealing with a situation. But I would be mindful, if your emotions are chaos, your communication is going to be chaos. So if you're trying to work things out with somebody or an employer or something like that, take your space before you say things that could potentially do further harm. I mean, if you didn't get a job, you don't want to go, or you didn't get a promotion, you don't want to go rushing in there to your employer and be like, why the hell didn't you give me this job? Well, I know I did my work, blah, 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 blah. You may end up out of a job completely. So be mindful of, yeah, here you go. There you go. Queen of Wands reverse, anger, resentment, rage, dissatisfied, and it's on a negative scale. So underneath all of this is you're angry. Okay, so Libras, a lot of my Libras don't like getting angry. We don't like it when people, we are the balance. We are the harmony. We are the balance keepers, the peacekeepers, right? Libras don't like feeling angry. We don't like feeling sad, and we don't like feeling angry. So this is actually causing an imbalance for you. Okay, whether it be in your relationships, within yourself for sure. So address the anger issues. Here's the emotions. And you would think that the King of Cups would have blue. But this King of Cups has red and orange on it, which matches the Queen of Wands over here. Isn't that strange? So this Queen of Wands is your energy. Frustration, anger, resentment, rage. You need to address that and balance that out before you communicate. Like, okay, so going back to our example, you didn't get the job. Sleep on it. Then address it the next day when your anger has subsided. If you're still angry and frustrated, or you are still out of balance and you got chaos going on inside of yourself, some of you may not even realize how angry you really are. And until you address this is where things are out of balance. So some of you could be dealing with a partnership, like maybe you work with another person and you're butting heads. It's constant butting of heads. For a lot of you, I really feel like this is, how do I put this? For a lot of you, I feel like this is employment, but it doesn't have to be. You could be in a leadership role or a supervisor. You could even be a lawyer or a doctor, and you're just butting heads on what you feel is right for your client or your patient with other doctors or your medical team. It's your caseworker, your patient's caseworker. There's frustration, you're butting of heads. These kinds of things, if you aren't aware, maybe take a step back and think about, are you feeling anger? Is this what's causing you that chaos within your emotions? Are you not used to being angry? Do you not really know what it feels like to be frustrated and angry and maybe even resentful? Because some of you, your emotions are all over the place. If you're resonating with this, your emotions are chaos. Underneath that is resentment and anger and rage. Why? It's going to be different for each one of you. Some of you could be dealing with third-party situations. Some of you could be dealing with situations where you've been breadcrumbed. Some of you, again, you could be upset that you didn't get that promotion that you were expecting, or the job, the raise, and, maybe not even it's just like you didn't get the pay raise, you didn't get the promotion. Some of you may have been expecting more money for the job that you took. Some of you may have been let go. Some of you may have some underlying resentments and anger where you haven't been focused in that direction. You've been focused more on thinking, because that's what Libras does. That's what you do. And instead, we need to drop down into our emotions and figure out what the hell is going on inside of here first. And some of you, it is an underlying sense of rage or anger or resentment for whatever has occurred that isn't working out. Maybe you're not making as much money as you want. Maybe you're dealing with breadcrumbers. And this is like, I understand. But underneath it all, it's your chaos. It's your emotions. And you're the one that needs to work it out and figure it out and reflect upon it before it affects how you communicate. Because this is what's pushing your communication and your imbalance in your emotions for most of you. There's an underlying sensation that I don't like. What else can we give them? What else? Spirit guidance, spirit messages. Thank you. Yeah, don't take any action when you're feeling like this. Don't take any action when you're feeling like this. Take a step back, okay? Yeah. Don't make any big decisions. Don't make any huge decisions, okay? Because when we are angry, we're frustrated, we're enraged, we really don't know how we feel. If you are not in a calm place, in a neutral zone, or feeling good, do not make big decisions, because they can turn out. Just make sure you're in a good feeling place. Your emotions are balanced. You're feeling good, or you're feeling great. So neutral, good, and great before we make big decisions, because we're not making very wise decisions if it's coming from a place of anger, resentment, and rage. Okay. This is like, I didn't get the promotion. I'm going to run in there and I'm going to tell my boss what for, and I'm going to quit right then and there. Dude, your mortgage is due next week. You understand what I'm saying to you? Maybe you should just take a step back and think about it, write it down, maybe talk to them tomorrow after you've cooled yourself down. Okay? This is hasty energy. Don't make hasty decisions. Don't be a fool. Be cautious. Don't go rushing in. Don't be making hasty decisions before you've had a chance to reflect, cool down, calm down, and get your emotions right. Okay? This is in all things, but I'm dealing with some Libras who are dealing with some internal chaos, so don't be making any rash decisions. Don't be making any foolish decisions, because if you are carrying resentment, anger, and rage underneath it all and you don't even realize it, you need to realize it and work it out before you go addressing it with anyone else. Okay? Because your communication will come out very poorly. It could come across as being very, very cold, very harsh, very childish. And it can also cause more problems than you want. Okay? So before we make any rash decisions, let's take a step back, reflect, journal, sleep on it, whatever we've got to do. Some of you may need therapy. Some of you need a vacation. Okay. You know who you are. Because again, some of you, this could be in regards to money and finances. Your investments, you know. I've invested so much time in this company and I didn't get that promotion. And I've been waiting for that promotion because I've been wanting to buy a boat. Oh, I'm mad because you done picked the boat out. You done know what color you want. You know what kind of motor you want. You know what kind of tackle you want on the boat. You know what kind of seat covers. You've already got the radio picked out, all of it. You want a boat. And what's making you mad is you got turned down. Okay? For a job or something like that. I've invested so much in this. Okay? But don't go rushing off, making any crazy decisions. Just chill. Just relax. Okay, yeah. Because a lot of you are carrying, a lot of you have gone through a lot of struggle. Whether it be in your business, in your life, in relationships, it doesn't matter. This is going to be different for everybody, okay? And I'm about to wrap this up here. You're exhausted, you're overwhelmed. Some of you are overworked, but it's an energetic exhaustion, all right? And you're not really feeling very successful. You feel kind of like a failure, or you're not feeling successful. When the Six of Wands in reverse comes out, you're resentful or you're angry or frustrated. Sometimes when we are in the energy of feeling like a failure, we're feeling like we're not doing enough. It's the best example I could give you. I put so much time and effort into this. I put so much time and effort into this business, into this employer, into this whatever. And I get turned down, or I get a decrease in my pay. I get demoted. Or not promoted. So I'm top of the scale. I have seniority, but you're not choosing me. Then that turns into anger and rage and resentment and bitterness. Some of you could be vindictive and malicious. Not saying all of you, but this is the energy where that happens. Vindictive, malicious. And it's all because you don't feel like you're successful, or you feel like a failure. Well, that's on you. That's your contrast. That doesn't belong to anyone else. So before you go interacting with anyone else, and the first card that came out was interact with people, not react. Okay? When you have this kind of thing going on inside of you, you need to work this contrast out for you. Because this ain't nobody else doing this to you. That employer, you may feel, did this to you. No. No one can make you feel any way. You're choosing to feel rage, resentment, anger, and you're choosing to feel like a failure. Instead of saying, well, at least I still have my job. Maybe not this time, maybe next time. They chose a younger candidate, a newer candidate. Well, that candidate has really good sales. That candidate has gone to a lot more college than I have. I've been here and I'm more experienced. But, with that job comes a lot more supervisory, and I don't really necessarily want to be supervisor. So maybe this is the best choice for me. The universe protects you and redirects you for specific reasons, okay? But no one else makes you do anything. You assume people make you mad, make you angry, make you feel a certain way. They don't. No one has control over your thoughts or your emotions but you. Okay? It is your contrast that you've got going on inside of you that you need to address. You need to reflect on this, and you need to get yourself to a better place mentally and emotionally, because some of you got some really chaotic, really childish, immature thoughts going on because of this anger and this resentment. Don't be vindictive. Well, you can do whatever you want to. I ain't judging you, but this is the energy where bad things happen, or not bad things, but arguments happen, disagreements happen. Make sure you're in a more emotionally sound place, feeling neutral, feeling good, or feeling great before you make big decisions right now, okay? And make sure you're taking your time to rest, reflect, recover, rejuvenate, okay? Whether that be going to therapy, doing some meditation, going and sleeping it off, or going on a vacation, whatever it is, so that you can address what you've got going on underlying. Because in this energy, there's no options coming in. Some of you may not be getting job offers. Some of you may not be getting communication from other people. Some of you may not be getting new clients. Some of you may have no new opportunities coming in, and you're feeling more and more like a failure, more and more like you're not successful, because underneath it all, you're carrying this anger and resentment for not having options, not having reciprocation from the universe, not seeing other options or opportunities. And you're going to continue to go through this cycle until you address this. Okay? It is what it is, and we go through it. All right. But when you got this going on in the heart of your reading, you may not even know that you're angry at the world or everyone in it right now. You may not. But underneath it all, it's causing you a lack of options and opportunities, because the universe, you're just delaying these things because you're in a vibration of negativity, anger. Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. Right now we're going through the Leo full moon, so this may have a lot to do with this anger, this fire energy, this rage, this resentment. So some of you may want to wait a couple days before, or a couple weeks before, about a week or two from the time that I'm doing this reading. So the Leo full moon could amplify some of these emotions right now, some of these anger and resentment emotions. So pay attention to that. Also, and I'm just going to say that because that's what came to my mind first. Okay. You are safe. I am protecting you against. So Archangel Michael is with most of you. And if you want to call upon Archangel Michael, you can. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So this is exactly what I was saying. Even though you're in this anger and this resentment and this rage, or you've got something bubbling inside of you that you didn't even realize was there, this anger, frustration, you're not calling anything in. Like I said, you're kind of keeping it bay. You're kind of pushing it away from you, because there's no new opportunities. There's no reciprocation. There's no communication. There's no options coming in for you. So it's almost as if you're in a bubble dealing with this right now. You are protected. So the universe is protecting you from calling in any more issues or any more people that could cause you more damage or more harm. So this is wild, actually. So this is like the universe giving you a bubble, a zone of safety or cone of safety while you're doing your healing or while you're doing your reflecting so that you can address this, straighten it up, straighten your crown, straighten this shit up before things start moving forward again. This is wild. It's absolutely beautiful because I'm like, you're not getting anything. Nothing is coming. Like everything is bouncing off of you. Maybe that's because you're angry. But then again, when you're in anger, you're going to pull in everything and everyone that's going to make you mad. Everything you see, everything that comes your way, any options, they're going to be on that level. This is not that. You're not getting anything coming your way because the universe wants you to do this healing. There's a reason. You may have asked for this. You may have asked for angels or your guardians or guides to help you with this. And they're giving you the safety and space for you to think yourself through these problems and get yourself back on stable ground because you're not typically like this. You're typically a king of swords, very clear thinking, very just, very ethical, very honest, and a king of cups. Very loving, very emotionally balanced. You're out of balance right now, and the universe is giving you this bubble to say, see your worth, deal with the situations. Your 3D reality is off balance right now. Get back in balance, okay? Some of you may need to seek a counselor or a therapist. We have counselor here. You are a natural counselor, and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance. I'm telling you, some of you may be healers, you may be therapists, you may be teachers, leaders, you're in leadership roles, whatever. And it's like you're not going to benefit anybody in this energy, even if you're just parents or the leader of your family, the homeowner, not homeowner, the leader of the pack. Okay. Whether it be your family or your friends or whatever right now, you are not where you typically should be because the King of Cups is the counselor, is the one that people could come to and rest their head on their shoulder, and they're very calm and wise and diplomatic and caring and tolerant. You're not there right now. So take your time and get back there, okay? And use this moon, if you're watching this during the Leo full moon, use this full moon. First of all, think about how you're feeling the last couple days since the full moon has taken in. And the full moon, it takes about a week and a half to dissipate. It can make you feel more frustrated, more upset, more angry. But use this time to actually release things that you need to release. You do your release work, okay, in the shadow of the moon. Do your release work and say your prayers. And you are being protected at this time for a reason. Whether you already asked for that from the universe or you need to. Okay? Them's the words, them's the messages. I'm Feather. I hope that you got some assistance here today. I hope that I clarified some things for you. I gave you a little bit of guidance moving forward. That was my purpose. That was the purpose. Until next time. Namaste.